Hello friends, and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind. When we left off, Draelon had just explored the town of Seydanine, and now we're on our way to Balmora, in the dead of night. Because he did it around so much that it's nighttime now, it's 8 p.m. Um, so yeah, that's our order of business for this episode, and probably finding a place to sleep. But first off, I think we should talk to this guard here and make sure we're on the right path. So hello, how are you? I'm an officer of the Imperial Legion. Move along. Yes, so something I wanted to talk about that I didn't get to last time, just because there was so much going on, is I realized I never really explained how Morrowind's dialogue works. So as you see here, there are these hyperlinks, yeah? And on the side here, there's a list of topics. So if you click on this, it opens up the dialogue for Imperial Legion, and then Imperial, which is, as you see, they correspond to these here. I never actually addressed that, and I should have, because something that I want to do is I want to try and make this accessible to people who have also never watched or played Morrowind before, so it was a little unfair that I didn't explain the game's unique way of handling dialogue. So let's see here. What are the latest rumors that you're hearing in the Legion? At first, it seemed the fuss about the Nerevarine prophecy was just silly superstition. Then I learned that the Dunmer have been waiting for Lord Nerevar to come back for centuries. The Incarnate, they call it. Every few years, an Ashlander appears, and the tribes call him the Incarnate. Then the temple goes out, hunts him down, and reveals him as a fake. Why does the temple worry about it so much? Oh, that's actually fairly interesting. But what is this Nerevarine you're talking about? It's the reincarnation of some dark elven hero, supposed to come and drive the Empire out of Morrowind. Just some local superstition, but the temple says it's wicked and evil, and you'll be very sorry if you talk about it with the priests and temple guard. Guard? Oh, that's just a general information box about guards. Alright, well, you would know plenty about that, wouldn't you? Right. So, we're just going to go on our way, because I think after spending so much time in Seydanine, Draelon is in a bit of a huff and wants to get on his way to wherever he can rest his head. So Pelagiad and Balmora are this way, and actually, if Pelagiad is more than just the fort that Elone told us about, we might actually stop there for the night. Try and is that a scrib? Whoa, what's that? No. You can come back to it later, when the sun's out. Draelon's a bit of a. Oh, oh, that's a big thing, and I don't really want to be near it. I think that's a guar. Yes, that's a guar. Draelon's a bit of an adventurous spirit at heart, you know. Even when he should be finding a place to sleep, because ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, I'm curious. But for tonight, this looks like something. What's this? A guard tower for... Oh, this is Pelagiad. Alright. Well, let's see if we can find a inn. Yes, that's the word. A trader. Mebestian's Supplies. A job notice. Position available. Part-time assistant wanted. Inquire within. Okay, so maybe in the morning we can go and inquire. Angus of the Smith. Everything's closed. The alchemist is probably going to be closed. What's this? A house. Alright. So we probably just want to go ahead and not even bother with the fort. We should try and find the inn. This is the biggest building, so it makes sense that this would be the tavern. Grief Sujama Mazte. Lovely. Just my kind of place. Hello. 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 Innkeeper. Yes. Food and beds. Or both, at the same time. Your choice. What kind of food do you have? We've got local fare. It's filling and priced to move. We've got the local brews, Grief, Sheen, Mazte, and Sujama. They're cheap and full of kick. I've got the good stuff, too, behind the counter. Cyrodiilic brandy and Flynn. But it ain't cheap. Well, let's see what you have. Absinthe? Well, that's always lovely to drink, isn't it? There's the Cyrodiilic... Oh my goodness, it's 60 gold! Oh, okay, alright. Good thing we have our own bread and a little bit of... Actually, we have a decent amount of... We stole Flynn! That's right! We have... We lifted an alcoholic beverage from the excise office before we left. That's right. Well, let's just go ahead and buy a bed. Who wouldn't want to take a rest at the halfway? I believe I have one for 10 gold. Would you like it? Yes, I would. Head right up the stairs and a clean, inviting bed awaits you. Lovely. It's only 10 p.m., so I figure, why don't we take the opportunity to meet some of the locals? So, hello, Yakum Hershashishi. I am entirely certain that both I and Draelon, butcher that.
What? Yakum? Me? Speak Ashland. Not speak so good, old elf. Sorry.
You're an Ashlander?
The hunt is life for Ashlanders. I leave the wastes to the ash, but still I hunt. Gold is good, but gems are better. Yet all riches are my prey now.
Ashlanders? Yes, you've said that a few times now.
We are the people of the wastes. We hunt and herd guar. We live the law and honor the ancestors. No houses, just yurts. I was a herder, but now I want to become rich, like a great trader. I will live in a town, fight, find treasure, get rich, learn to trade. The soul sickness and blight storms are very bad now in the Ashlands, so I came to Pelagiad. Now I live in a big house and work for men who pay gold.
So that was my terrible attempt there. As I'm going to leave that in, actually, because that was so bad, and I think that's funny. That was my terrible attempt at an approximation of what I can try to do as the gruff, dark elf voice. And thankfully, we're never going to hear that again. As I tried to do in the last episode, sometimes I'll try to affect a voice. But I think, in some circumstances, it can be forgiven if I just read the text. Right. Hello. Stamia. If Kunthar sent you with some trifling gift or disgusting offer, you're wasting your time and mine. Tell him that I'm not interested. Kunthar? He has the audacity to address me. The man has no sense of his station in life. Kunthar may be as strong as a guar, but he also smells like one, and is only half as smart. Yeah, but who is Kunthar? Oh, well, yeah, I am unclear as to who Kunthar is. But what are the latest rumors around Pelagiad? There's a prison guard over at the fort said to look the other way if properly compensated. Oh, so prisoners can bribe him and get things sent to their cells, or just walk out. Right. And what can you tell me about Pelagiad itself? The Empire built a little fort here to guard the roads between Vivec, Seydanin, Balmora, and points north. And then some veterans took their mustering out pay and built themselves some little farms here. And pretty soon there's a few shops, a mage's guild, and a trade house. It's a pleasant little village. If you don't know better, you'd think you were in Daggerfall or some other high rock town. Blech. And what is it you do around town? I'm a sorcerer. When the local Imperial Legion is in need of scrolls or desires a special enchantment for weapon or armor, they come to me. It is a very desirable situation for me. I work sporadically, but intently, while enjoying the relative protection of Pelagiad, and the rest of my time can be used to advance my understanding and skills in the schools of enchant and conjuration. So you're a sorcerer. Actually, this is handy, because since his incarceration, Draelon has gotten a little bit rusty with his magical talents. So he might actually be interested in figuring out how to join the Mages Guild. And of course, the Fighters Guild as well, but that's for someone else to ask. Training, goods, and services are cheaper for Mages Guild members, and the Guild stewards know where to find work. Yes, but... oh, it doesn't seem like she wants to share that. Fair enough.
Anasi.
Hello.
Anasi listens. Anasi hears.
Who are you?
Anasi is a monk, in mind and spirit. Anasi is a student of the hidden mysteries of the unseen world. In body, Anasi is a student of the ancient martial arts, the Rain of Sand style of home. When Anasi must defend herself, Anasi prefers claws and close, and wears no armor, because what Anasi does not have, Anasi cannot lose.
You can lose your arms, though. Then you wouldn't be able to punch anyone. Lose your legs, too, then you wouldn't run away. Something to think about. Nelos Onmar. Hello. Welcome to Pelagia, Draelon Valoran. Do not despair. Some of us in this tavern still have manners. It's not often you can meet a harridan who serves the public. She's an odd one, I can tell you that. Never in my life have I met anyone like her, but I'm sure you don't want to hear me ramble. What can I do for you? What can you tell me about Pelagiad? The Empire built a little fort here to guard the roads between Vivec, Seydanin, and Balmora, and points north, and so on, and I've already heard this. Got any advice for a newcomer? Let me tell you, if you ever find yourself in possession of Indoril armor, don't wear it in Vivec. Not that I would know personally. I heard this from a friend of mine. It seems he had found, innocently enough, an Indoril cuirass. He didn't think anything about it, and was strolling along the plaza in the foreign quarter. About 19 ordinators came as if from nowhere and actually tried to kill him. The language they used! He said he's never heard such things from so-called holy people. Interesting. So if I ever find something that has a tag that says made for Indoril, or Indoril armor, or anything of that nature, I should not put it on in Vivec. Yeah, that is easy enough armor to find. Or easy enough advice to follow. Right, so what is it you do? Oh, you're an inquisitive one, my friend, but let me just say that ordinators have no love for me. It's not that I'm rebellious, mind you. They simply didn't believe me when I tried to explain that awful business in the quarter. Someone actually screamed out, "You rogue!" when the ordinators hauled me off. If you can believe it. So I'm assuming you're the dashing gentleman figure, aren't you? Yeah. Alright. Let's just go to bed. Oh, that's locked. Alright. That one's not. That one is not also. I'm betting this is ours. Thing in the chest, probably so we can put our stuff in it. And before we go to bed, we're going to actually enjoy our Flynn that we, borrowed and can no longer return. And a slice of bread. There we go. Bedtime. So let's rest for, oh, let's say 8 hours. There we go. Good morning, good morning. Yeah. Right. Now that we're,
Let's hear it.
I'm not talking to you. At all. Right. Let's drop a save, and let's head out, I suppose. We still need to get to Balmora, and we were mostly just stopping for the night. Though a part of me is seriously itching to go back to that hole in the wall that was back there. So we might actually do that first. Just to see what it is. And it also gives us a chance to enjoy the scenery of the Pelagiad Seydanin Road just that little bit longer. You know, I think Morrowind is absolutely amazing at providing you with these super bizarre, but they make sense. Like, that's a giant mushroom. Those are giant mushrooms, but they're with trees, so it makes sense. And you just kind of accept it because it's Morrowind, and it's supposed to look weird. Oh, hello, Mr. Guar. Did you have a nice night? Now I'm curious to see whether or not he's friendly. Or they're friendly, I suppose. Hello? Hello, are you gonna bite my hand off? No? No hand biting? That's surprisingly underwhelming, actually. I was hoping you would try. Alright. Nope. We'll just be on our way. With Scribs screaming in the background. There it is. There's a little hole in the wall. I think that's actually a ancestral tomb. That is. So we can expect... Ooh, we can expect ghosties and other beasties. For the explanation as to how Draelon knows all this, well, it's because he was born in Morrowind, you know? This is his home. He's back home. Though he grew up on the mainland and not Vardenfell, so he's not particularly familiar with how things work around here. He's, you know, he was on Drano Ancestral Tomb, right? He was born in the mainland, and then he left to serve in the Legion, and he was gone for a good long while. Alright, we're going to need a spell here. Elemental Burst, yes. We're going to need to do this. Get rid of them, because, fun fact, in Morrowind, this is something good to share. Oh, I should have used Reflect, actually, there. Hang on. There we go. Ghosts, you have to either have a magic effect, like an enchanted weapon, or use spells to hit them, or silver quality, and by quality I mean like an actual silver sword, or other magical item to hit them. I think silver, ebony, and Daedric weapons all hurt ghosts, but I don't think anything else does. Maybe Orcish and Dwarven? I'm not clear. I'm not certain. So don't quote me on that. Let's see here. An iron broadsword, an iron longsword. No, that's not going to cut it. An iron pauldron, I'll take that. And an iron shield, I'll take that too. And your money. I'll take that free. Now look at us. We've got some armor, we've got a shield. We're ready to go. Nothing in the urn that's worth taking. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. Well, a shrine to Saint Veloth. Yeah, do I want to drop 35 gold smackaroons right on the floor in a tomb to get a blessing? No, I don't think so. Right. Let's actually get our spell out. Just because we are... Ooh. Actually, that doesn't sound like a ghost. I'm gonna just save again. That's a greater bone walker. Yeah, we leave. We definitely leave. We run. It actually... Did it, it didn't. Okay. Actually, I don't know for certain that that was a greater bone walker. I just know that that was a bone walker. And those things are nasty. Nasty little things. Let me just get my bearings here before we go back in, because I just realized actually that is it's a bone walker. Oh, it's got a skeleton friend. Yeah, it's a bone walker, which means that yeah. Ow. It's actually a bit of a threat. Oh. Get it. Get it. Get it. Alright. Well, lesson learned. Let's just say that Draelon's having a magical premonition that he's going to die if he opens that door. So he chooses not to open the door. I don't know if the regular ones do this, but the greater bone walkers, which you will encounter in the higher level parts of the game, have a nasty, nasty ability where they will basically reduce your attributes permanently unless you buy a potion of restore attribute or pray to a shrine. Which honestly, I should have done there to get rid of this, because the mage that we found in the first episode that we managed to fight, the reason he didn't kill us outright, as he tends to do with fledgling adventurers, is because he decided to take the time to make Draelon worse at conversation, briefly. So until we get to a temple, Draelon is just going to be stumbling over his words. Yeah. That was... I mean, it's up in the air whether or not that was a valid use of the mage's time, seeing as how he's dead now and we're not. We can just go to a temple. But I guess that's for him to decide, really. That's for the mage to decide. So we're just gonna keep going along the road here, because as that sign said, Balmora's down this way. Maybe we'll run into a couple more holes in the wall to explore, like that one. Hello? Hello? Are you going to be less or more difficult than the tomb I just had a premonition of impending doom in? Let's hope not as. Ulumasa. Alright. Let's go ahead and save. Get our weapon out. Hello? Ah. Oh. Well, this is not as tense as I was expecting it to be. Alright. Yep. One more. Actually, one more. There we go. Come on. Ow! Alright. See, that was easy. Restore health. There we go. Whoop. Alright. Are you smugglers or slavers? I'm betting smugglers. You're probably not alone, are you? Nope. Hello!
Does it feel to know death is near?
Yeah, I don't know that it is. But I know that I'm missing, and you're not... Oh, you have a lot of health, don't you? Oh boy. Am I getting cursed here? No? He's just... We're just here. Standing, Oh, what is that? I have no idea. Alright, let's see if we can catch it.
How does it feel to know death is near?
Damage fatigue. Belt of Northern Knuck Knuck. Alright. I can't really hit him. He has a lot of health. Oh, come on. Oh, he's got a hammer. Alright, okay. You win. Yep. He has a huge hammer. Oh! Goodness me! Oh. Can we get away? We can. We get away. Oh, okay. Crazy Nord with a belt of Northern Knuck Knuck. It was all fine when he was just casting spells at me, but then he pulls out the hammer. Alright. Everything's fine. Everything is perfectly fine. Everything is perfectly calm. We don't have enough magicka to do that, so we're actually going to have to fall back on the engraved ring of healing to heal us up. Oh, goodness. Alright. That's all we've got. We're running on a half a health bar right now. We have to get to Balmora that way. Hello. Marie
Tidings and good
Armin.
wishes to you, friend.
To you as well. Begging your pardon, have you seen a bandit nearby? I must find him. Did this bandit steal something of yours? Yes, I was just walking along here, minding my own business. Suddenly, a bandit jumped at me from behind. He was a dark elf. A strong, dashing dark elf. He didn't harm me in any way, although he did take my jewels. He was quite gentle, and he talked to me for what seemed like forever. So you want your jewels back? What's that? Oh, never mind the jewels. I just want to find the bandit again. He was charming and funny, and I simply must see him again. His name? Nelos. Nelos Onmar. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I've met Nelos. He's a character. It's a name that will stay on my lips for eternity. Perhaps you can find him for me? Please, I cannot live without knowing if he could ever love me. I have nothing to offer you in return, but could you not help me for the sake of love? Well, see, Draelon was ready to help her up until the moment she said she had nothing to offer, so he does not have time for that. He has to get to Balmora. Have you no heart, no soul? Can you not see that this must be true love? No matter. Though it may take years, I'm certain we will be reunited one day. I have a really simple solution for you. Go down that road and go to the first inn you see. You'll thank me later. Or maybe you won't. Well, looks like she's thinking about it, at least. Right. But we don't have time for that, unfortunately. We have to get to Balmora and find Kaya's Cascades. Because we are apparently on a mission from the Emperor of Tamriel. Because apparently he cares about a battle mage that got thrown into prison for a good long while, for reasons that shall be elaborated eventually. Another hole in the wall. Oh, how I wish I could explore it. How I wish I could just... Oh, but... Low on health, low on money, low on magic. It's not a good recipe. Look at these little butterflies. Look at them go. Oh. See, the mods that I have installed are also... It's nice to have that kind of variety with the... Oh, that was a niche. And so, ah! I was like, oh, whoa, is there a fight going on? No, it's the niche. But the mods that I have provide a nice little variety for all the stuff going on. You know, they add the butterflies, or do they? No, I think it's the creatures mod that adds the butterflies. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So we're coming up here to a turn, and I think we go left here. That looks like the volcanic foyada that Alone told us about. Yeah. But there's a sign here. Let's read the sign and make sure that that's where we need to go first. Ooh! What is... It's not a... What are those things? I don't know what they're called. We'll find out in a moment. Ghost Gate, Balmora. Yes! Balmora is this way. No. Oh, it's a Quama. It's a Quama, that's it. I got it. I got it eventually. And he's gonna want to take a bite out of us. I just want to check something really quick here. This is totally professional, but I want to make sure that... Is it here? Always use best attack. Yes. Alright. I just wanted to make sure that was on. He's spitting at me! Alright. Drop anything useful? Nope. Just some cattle. Right. But that's a neat little trick too, if any of you are interested in picking up Morrowind. Always use best attack is a very nice first step to making the Morrowind combat just that little bit better, you know? Because otherwise, you have to manually decide whether or not you want to use slash, or there's a thrust option, and an overhead swing, etc., etc. Just for that little flavor, you know. That's where the chop and the slash and the thrust comes in. So chop is up to down, slash is right to left, and then stab is thrust. So it'll always, if you turn that on, it'll always give you, in this case, it'll give you slash, because slash is 6 to 18, whereas chop is 4 to 14, and thrust is 2 to 8. So, Balmora is this way. But that, it's like I'm playing a platformer right now. The game is telling me to go right, but there's a path to the left. Another time. Another time. It'll have to be, unfortunately. And then, is this the next turn left? I think it is. I think it is. Balmora Caldera. Yep, this is the way to go. And it looks like there's another Imperial fort along the way. So we have that going for us. Though, from what I'm getting, the Imperial forts seem mostly there to impose upon the locals rather than be a handy stopping point for traveling adventurers. So I think we'll just breeze on past Fort Moonmoth. Is that it? The sign will tell us. Is it Fort Moonmoth? Yes, it's Fort Moonmoth. Yeah, we'll just be on our way. We don't need to stop by, and, well, right now I think Draelon wants to separate himself as much from the Empire as he can. You know? The Emperor asked him to talk to Kai's Khajiit, and yes, he has that mission from the Emperor, but I think he's going to use this opportunity here for basically a second chance at life. Balmora is that way, Caldera is that way, so we're going this way. Basically a second chance at life here, you know, being tossed into the wild, wild world of Vardenfell. He's going to use that as a chance to reintegrate himself into his roots. Immerse himself in Dunmerry culture, rather than spend his time as a lackey for the Empire, which is people have been resenting. You know, he spent a very long time serving them in the Legion, but, well, we saw how that turned out, didn't we? Shunted him off a boat and sent him here. Oh, there's a Silt Strider. We probably could have taken the Silt Strider from Seyda-Neen. In fact, that's... No, not probably. We definitely could. That's what it's there for. But I always prefer, whether it be, you know, this walk or the walk from the Imperial City to whatever town you're going to, or Riverwood to Whiterun and Skyrim. I always like to make that first walk. You know, eventually we might use the in-game fast travel, because there's no, like, player-run fast travel. It's all paid taxi services, which is good. We're probably going to use that a lot in the mid-late game, but for the early game, we're taking our time, we're enjoying it, and we're opening the gates to Balmora. Very anticlimactic, just the way I like it. Alright. There it is. Alright. Andrade's Trade House. I got there eventually. Alright. Hello. Are you Andrade? Fernand. Alright. No, you must be Andrade. Right. Hello. I'm new in town. Oh, no, you're not Andrade. I'm getting this all kinds of mixed up, aren't I? Well, hello. We rent beds. I have some goods for barter. What do you want? I'm interested in learning about the city. I'm new in town. Balmora is the council seat of Great House Lalu, and the largest town on Vardenfell except for Vivec City. Located on the Odai River and sitting astride the Aldrin-Vivec Road, Balmora is an important mercantile trade and travel center. Hightown is the administrative center with the temple and manor houses. The shops, guilds, and trade houses of the commercial district are west of the river. Labor towns, modest corner clubs, and homes are east of the river. Could you tell me where the South Wall Corner Club is? The South Wall is a working-class corner club in Balmora, east of Odai River, on the south end of Labor Street, owned by Bacola Closius. There we go. Something else in Morrowind, that we're going to have to get acclimatized together, is, there's a lot of really difficult names. Whether it be, place names, or people names, or anything names. there's a lot of names, and a lot of chances to get them wrong, and a lot of chances for me to mispronounce things. And while I, as you might have noticed from the from last episode's intro cinematic, listen to me, from last episode's intro, I'm a bit of a writer, and I try to infuse that role-playing writing into my my playthrough. I am nowhere near good enough at actually reading the darn dialogue to get everything right 100% of the time. Unfortunately. Where am I going? Let's open up a map and take a look. Alright, so we came through here. This must be the rich district that we were told about, because it's tall. It's called High Tower, and there's a high tower. 2 of them, in fact, so that just makes sense. Is that a temple? That's a temple. Oh, we'll have time to explore Balmora after we speak to Caius, because that's a floating barrel. Barrel? Crate. That's Volrin. That's a crate. Draelon. That's a crate. Yep. Come on. Come on. But we're not gonna take anything from it, because everything from most of the crates, well, most of the things in most of the crates, hello, are owned. And if we take them, we'll get in trouble. Is there a rat or something? I'm betting that's a rat, so I'm actually just... We're going to enjoy a nice scenic walk through Balmora with combat music. There we are. Who are you? Which saint are you? That's just a door. It's locked. Oh, sounds like... Oh! Guards are...
Beyond measure, Outlander.
Hello. Excuse me. You're a new face, so what can I tell you about Balmora? I like to swap the latest rumors when there's something juicy enough to gossip about, or maybe if you have a little secret, maybe I have one to trade. Little secret? Never take a life carelessly. It cheapens you and diminishes you. Take life seriously, if taking life is your profession. That's actually incredibly profound. I'm looking for Bacola Closius, the proprietor of the South Wall Corner Club. The working-class corner club east of the Odai River. Where is it? On the south end of Labor Street. Which one is Labor Street? Well, this is southward. Yeah, that checks out. So, that's the rich part of town. This must be the poor part of town, because left, right. And we're on the east side. This looks like it's in the corner. Maybe we are lucky enough to have stumbled upon the Corner Club? South Wall Corner Club. There it is. Alright. Nope, you're not Bacola. You're not Bacola. Are you Bacola? You're not Bacola. Yep, Sugar Lips. I don't want to know. After that business in Seydanine, I don't want to know. I just don't. Alright. That's not Bacola Closius. Let's see. Nope, none of you are Bacola Closius, but maybe the bartender knows where to find Caius Casades. That old sugar tooth? I'm not sure where he's living now, but ask Bacola Closius, the owner. He'll know. Alright, so we do need to find Bacola Closius to get confirmation on Caius's whereabouts. Also, another thing, just as one last little technical thing that I wanted to talk about is, in the background, I'm sure you have heard the gentle key clackings of a keyboard. Unfortunately, I have done my very best. Oh, here's Bacola Closius. Give me just a moment. I have done my very, very best to filter those out. And for the most part, you won't hear them. But when I'm talking, unfortunately, right now, with my current setup, there's not much I can do about that. So I'm sorry that that's a thing. But hopefully in the future, that's something that I can improve. Because I do want to always be improving. And with that said, let's talk to Bacola to see if we can improve our understanding of where Caius is. Hello.
Good day. I'm Bacola Closius, publican of the South Wall here in Balmora. We rent beds, and I have a limited selection of goods for barter. If you're new here, I can also tell you where to look for other services, or a specific place nearby. If you're looking for someone in particular, I may be able to help.
As a matter of fact, I am.
None of the Thalu counselors live in...
No. I'm looking for Caius Casades.
Oh, old Caius. He rents a little bed and basket just up the hill on the north edge of town. Go out the front door, knock the upper door to the terrace, then right up the stairs, then left at the top of the stairs and down to the end of the street.
Thank you. So we're not going through that door. We're going through this door, and then we're going to take a right and then a left. There will be Caius Casades' house. Right there. There it is. How awfully convenient. And, we will have to meet the man himself next time, because it seems that I am all out of time for this episode. So, with that said, thank you all very much for stopping by to episode 2 of Draelon Valorant's adventures through Morrowind. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and if you had, please feel free to say so. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, or evening, or afternoon, or wherever you're watching this, and I will see you all very, very soon.